Tasks keep everyone aligned on what needs to be done within each project. Each task can have multiple assignees, so it's always clear who's responsible. You can set due dates or make tasks recur automatically and add all the details you need, from notes and subtasks to files, custom fields, and even full discussions. Tasks bring structure and accountability to your projects. Let's take a look at how they work. Okay, so to see all tasks, I can go to Tasks in my sidebar here, and you can see we've now got a global view of all tasks across all projects with all assignees. This is great for understanding what needs to be done across all your work as a team. Each team member or anybody within your account can come up to all tasks here and change this to only show my tasks. And this then changes the task view to show only tasks where you, the current user, are the assignee. This is brilliant for allowing each person to know what they've got to do on each day without having to check in with anybody. All their tasks are clearly labelled with dates, information, other assignees, and even projects too. You can, of course, come in here and change the view. So you could change to see this by assigned person if we want. Let me just go to show all tasks again. And then we can see all tasks grouped by assignee. We could change to see it by a custom field like type, or other custom fields that you set up as well. Then we also have different views for seeing your tasks. So we're in list view at the moment, but you can go into Kanban view and see your tasks in a Kanban. We can go to calendar view, so we can see tasks in a date by date calendar, or we have timeline view as well, so we can see tasks on a timeline. That's very nice and easy to navigate. Then, of course, we can go into a project and see just tasks on each project. So if I go into this project here and go up to tasks, I can see just tasks on this project. This is great, so I can now be in this project and understand on this piece of work, this project, what needs to be done by who, when. Everything's super clear. Then if I click into a project, each project is its own area for that task, that thing that needs to be done, and it contains quite a lot of information. So you can see we've got the task name, we've got the project that it's part of, we can see who's assigned, so who's responsible for this task. It can be one or multiple people. You can also have followers. Followers are people that will be updated when each task information is updated. So this could be like when the discussion has a comment added, or something changes within the task. The people that are following and the assignees will also be notified. The difference between a follower and an assignee is that if you're following, you'll be updated, but the task won't show in your My Tasks view. Whereas if you're assigned, the task will show in your My Tasks view because it's you're assigned to the task. You can see this task has a single date, but we can also choose to have a date range where we choose a start and an end date. Or we can have it as a recurring task where it recurs on a set schedule. And for the recurrence, we can actually add a natural language description of what we want to see. So if we want to see every Monday, we would add every Monday. If we want to have every first Tuesday of the month, we can add that in, and the dates will be populated automatically based on what we've asked for. Let me pop this back to single date for this task. We can also choose whether this is an all-day event, or whether if we uncheck that, you can see that now we see a time on the date as well. So we can set a specific time that it's due. When we have this as a date range, you can see that the starting date also has a time, and the ending date also has a time. So this means that we can add a specific, not only date range, but a time range as well. I'll just bring this back to the settings it was on as an all-day event on as a single date. You can now set the privacy as well, so we can determine should this task be visible to clients or not. So we can check that box if we want to say it's visible to clients, and you can see now the visibility on this this icon, changes, and we can now see that it says visible to clients, not freelance. If I was to check freelance as well, you can see that that is ticked, and we can now have a 2 next to this, and it says visible to clients and freelance. And we can determine individually if it should be visible to clients or if it should be visible to freelance, one or the other, or both. We can choose whether the task is open or closed, and we can choose which section it's in. So section is one of the views that we can see here. So we can view by sections. So we can choose if it should be in our defined. We define the sections on a per project basis. So in this project, we've set the sections as to do and in progress. You can also set a parent task for a project, but because this task has subtasks, we actually can't allocate it to another task as a parent. If a task has subtasks, it can't have another parent. It has to be the parent. We then have a range of custom fields that are defined on this for this account on tasks. So you can see here we've got comment, type, area, and we've got different custom fields set on this for across this account for tasks, and you can set those yourself. Watch the custom fields video to learn more about setting custom fields on different entities across your account. Then each task can have its own discussion, so you can have a conversation on tasks. You can upload files to tasks. You can add subtasks, so each task can have multiple different subtasks. So if you want to break down the work into multiple different subtasks, you can do that. And you can also add notes on each project, on each task as well. So we've got a very comprehensive area for information on each task as well. This means that tasks are super powerful because you can have a conversation, you can upload files, you can add subtasks and notes, you've got all the information you want to save on a task, and you've got the right people assigned as well. So each line here can be its own area for conversations, files, and all the other information I've just shown you as well. When you do upload files to a task, it will also show in the files section of the project as well. This means that you will always have the information on the file on the task, so you've got it exactly where you need it, but you'll also be able to find all files for any tasks or discussions in the files section of each project as well. So as you can see, tasks are very, very comprehensive, very detailed, and they're a great way to keep everyone on task for each project, so everyone knows what needs to be done, and globally across all projects as well. As always, if you need any support, if you've got any questions, please reach out to our support team, and we'd be very happy to help.